what's going through your mind when you've got to bring starters back in the fourth?
That you wish you didn't have to.
Did that take any of the luster away from that win for you?
No. I think you look at what these starters did, and they built up, such a tremendous lead. We've done it in our past 3 games. I'm going to look past that.
I think I recall earlier this year when he left the reserves in there and said, let them play their way out of it, if you recall. Is it different because you're so close now in the playoffs that these games are...
I didn't like the way this game was feeling. And, it's one of these things that it's this close to the end of the year. I don't feel so much at that stage in the mood for, letting people have experiences. I want to win. And I didn't feel the game was where I wanted to, so we brought up, Ben and Joel back into the mix and Cov.
When Ben makes a pass, like that bounce pass he made to Dario in the first half, you on the sideline, are you still surprised when you see him make plays like that?
No, he has 2 things going for him. I feel most times I see what he sees. Because I know the plays, I know what is coming or possibly coming. And really, when you judge how they play Dario and some of our plays, the second they chase, you got them for the most part, unless the weak side is just really aggressive. And that's the first thing. I feel like I see what he sees a lot of times. And then he's got the strength / guts to throw stuff where they're rockets. So he sees a few plays ahead and he's got the vision, and then he can, at 6'10", throw darts. He really throws passes with velocity, and so a lot of times it doesn't entirely surprise me.
Brett, you said pregame tonight would be a gauge for where the team is. How do you feel now?
I think we're trending in a correct way. You're aware that Minnesota played last night in New York. It's part of the NBA, and you have to reload. We get it. We do it all the time, too. I feel that when I look at our defense, and I especially look how we come out of halftimes in the last few third periods, there is a business approach, there is a serious approach, there is a defensive-oriented mindset that I love and respect. And I think we made a step forward today. I think we got a little bit better. I think as a team and in our minds, that's a good team.
You guys have always played fast, but now when you throw down there, how does that change what you guys are doing?
I think it just adds fuel to the fire, the foundation, the belief, and my belief on how I want to play basketball. And so you get somebody like Ben, it sure, for the most part, makes you feel like the system that's in place and he's inherited and now is the driver, he does a great job with that. I mean, imagine if we all came in here, and we're going to have this conversation in the playoffs and decide, oh, it's the playoffs, we need to play slow. You're not doing any service to Ben Simmons the second that any of us thinks like that. And so if you got Ben Simmons, you better play fast. And people better get out and run, and then we get it. We got Joel Embiid also. And so I think that with Ben, those 2 guys are hooking up with some good feel type things. I think that Ben is feeling the game when the game goes fast. Joel needs a touch. I think that we're trending the way that I want in relation to the speed and also the usage of Joe.
We talk about Marco a lot because he scores so much, but with Ersan, what are you getting out of him that you need in the second unit?
Well, like tonight, I thought JJ had a down game, and then Marco had a sort of serviceable, efficient game. He really came in and I thought was very, very good. And so you have the luxury now of feeling which one might be having a better game on the night. And you do that with Ersan and Dario, too. And I think to your point, to have the ability to make that decision, to have 2 veteran players that I think complement our style and complement our group and are good people. They're great teammates. They really enhance the locker room as well as they do the on-court play. It's a privilege to have them at this stage of our year.
You're talking about Ben's passing, the vision that he has, and the precision. Did you know or expect it or have a feeling that it was going to be like this last year when he wasn't in the game?
Ask that again, Sarah.
vision, and when he's passing and he has that precision, he makes those like really tight passes through traffic. Did you know that he was going to be able to
No.
be able to make those passes?
I mean, let's start with, he is the stone cold rookie of the year. That's the first thing. He has triple doubles in historic proportions. He just passed Irvin Magic Johnson and is behind Oscar Robertson. He has another one tonight. You know, what else? I can just go back there and you can write that story. It's a true story. It's an easy story to tell. And I think it's contagious with the team. We had 33 assists as a team. And if you can play defense and share the ball, you have two powerful team ingredients, really, really powerful, that's rare in the NBA. And we got it. We got it. Our team passes and we play defense. We're third or fourth. You know, we wake up this morning and third or fourth defensively. And so Ben is like the poster child to the passing side of it and how we want to play. And no, I didn't realize he was going to be as good as he is. He was a four-man. You know, I think the organization we've done something to help him, and he's certainly helped us. Give him the ball and play fast and let him pick apart gyms. You know, I really don't see I don't see him a lot of times in different type of roles. Like he really is elite in the role that we have him in.
This franchise is going to finish above 500 for the first time in a long time. And depending on who you ask, some people put value in the lockout season, some people don't really. Is there any point at all during the last 4 or 5 years where you had any self-doubt at all that you thought this team might not get there, might not get over the hump, or that you might not be here to see it?
You sure? You know, I live in reality. I'm the son of a coach. I've been doing this a long time, and so did my father. Since the day I was born, save 4 years ago, I'm the son of a coach. He's 81 years old. And so I feel very much at peace with what we are trying to do as an organization. Like, we all come in here and you win or you lose. It's way deeper than that to me. You've heard me say this all the time. And there's a element of peace and grounding when you feel like the underbelly is moving in the direction that you want. It gets a little bit rickety when you win 10 games or you lose 26 in a row. And like every year I've coached here, our first player chosen doesn't play at some level. Well, that's a little bit of a juggling act. But I'm so proud of the locker room. The locker room has always been, for the most part, a tight locker room. The organization behind stuff with you know, our ownership, Scott, you know, Brian's come in, Sam did a hell of a job. Like, I like what we're doing. I like the direction that we're heading. There were some fragile moments for sure, but never did I, you know, feel like we weren't doing the right thing. And so to be validated a little bit only because we're winning, there's some comfort there. There's some comfort there. Thank you.